Hello to the very first. What am I name this? Paperclips and Lollipops with Tanji and me and a lot of paperclips. Look at that. Oh, I don't even have anything. Like I don't have a lollipop. I don't have a paperclip.
Nothing? I don't have
Yeah,
lollipop.
I was like, you know what? If the guests are gonna bring the props, it's not gonna be me. That looks really cool.
Okay.
So
Thanks
yeah,
for
we were
having
just
me
talking
on
about.
today.
Yeah, and we were already talking about Harry Potter, so we're gonna continue with the conversation because in this stream we're gonna just talk about everything and anything except tarot and settings.
Right.
Those are the rules.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how we were talking about Eddie Reynard, I think.
I can't remember his last name. Eddie.
Yeah, same. Even though I love the guy.
It's right there.
Raymard. Oh. Let's Google. I should have
remember.
Googled.
The Star of Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Raymond. It's right there. It's right in my brain. Raymond? No. Raymond.
Ray. It's a very good start, but you know, it's gonna be like that. So
Redmayne. Thank you guys.
Oh yes, I was
Eddie
just about-
Redmayne.
Yes, exactly. It's red. I should have known it's red.
Everybody.
Scott is here because I'm in StreamYard and comments are showing up later because I can't handle two streams at once because then my internet is like bye. So thank you, Scott, for joining. Thank you for leaving the most entertaining comedic duo of YouTube behind. Like really appreciate it.
They're great. Yeah.
We love them. And I bet they're shit talking me behind my back now because but you know they can do that. I'm gonna go back and watch it and just feel bad probably. Hi Jackie.
Only if they pull out an Orshi doll, a little Orshi.
Oh, how would the little Orshi doll look like? I mean, I mean, my hair is not purple currently because I really have to re-dye it, but that's all I can say.
Depending on your day, if you're having a really stressful day, you might look like that.
Oh,
a zombie day. If you're happy having a picnic, you'll be a ladybug.
Ooh, I like that.
Hi, Regina. If you are nesting for the winter, you'll be Winnie the Pooh in his little snuggie.
Oh, I want to be him.
Oh. And on Halloween, you'll be like that.
Oh, cool. Okay, I mean, being a ghost is interesting. I mean, it's kind of annoying that, you know, most of the people can't hear you, but there's always people who can, you know, talk to spirits and ghosts. So it might not be that sad or lonely. That the necklace is really cool. I mean, I have to make some props for next time. Or if I invite Gerald, then I don't have to because he even have the lollipops. So
I
can be lazy.
So speaking of ghosts, what's your most fun memory, like something very positive that only you could see or smell or hear that nobody else could?
I mean, I wasn't like that when I was growing up. You know, there was no witchy stuff except when I was really sick because, you know, you see things more clearly.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to come. I remember. I mean, we played outside, and it's not like we were not seeing anything. But one of my favorite childhood memory was when we played outside, and we had little houses in the roots of grass. You know, there was a clearing in the grass, and that was our room. And we put there flowers as people, and we played around with them. We built houses for them and stuff like that. And I really loved doing that when I was growing up. So that was one of my favorite things to do. But I'm assuming you saw something if you asked.
Like a paranormal experience or ghost. Like I saw when I was 9, I didn't know at the time because I always saw ghosts or whatever you want to call them. I call them invisibles. Ooh. And I would see them. And so I didn't know any different until after the fact. So I would be at my grandmother's, look in the basement. She had a really nice basement and like a party room. There was like musical instruments, a bar where I used to pretend to be
that
a bartender.
fun.
It was great. So the first thing I do when I came down from school, I'd go down the stairs, put on the light, turn on the light, and I knew it was my grandmother's sister, my great aunt, and her 2 white dogs were down there playing.
Oh.
I said, "Oh, hi." I forgot her name. I said, "Hi, can I play with your dogs?" And she turned and walked to the right. So I went down the stairs. I turned to the right. Then the cellar door that goes to this gorgeous, like, workroom where there's sewing machines and marionettes and puppets and crafts. It was great with the furnace and the kitty litter, but it was a long room. So I opened the door and the light was off. And I thought, well, she went in there with the dogs and turned the light off. So I looked around. I walked around the furnace. I walked around all the stuff. And then I realized, oh, she's not alive. Okay. So I just turned off the light and I laughed. And then I realized I just saw a ghost.
But it wasn't scary then.
But it was like family. It was like it would be in real if she was alive. It was no big deal. She was just saying hi. So that was a nice,
I mean, I heard my grandfather after he died because I was sleeping in the room that he and my grandmother used to sleep. And I had a raised bed, so I wasn't sleeping on the place where they used to sleep. I was sleeping upstairs, like in a alcove kind of thing.
Ooh.
And I was reading in bed, and suddenly I just knew that someone was in the room, because you could feel that.
Yeah.
And I heard the floor creaking, and I kind of knew that it was him looking for my grandmother. And then later, I think the next night he visited her. He went and said goodbye or whatever.
Oh, that's nice though.
Because just, I mean, anybody can say whatever, but these are things that I experienced, and I didn't grow up believing in ghosts and nothing like that. So life was like, challenge accepted.
It was just normal for me. Although my mother was the famous cat lady of our area, so she had like a bajillion cats, and when they died, I'd still see them. So it was no big deal to me. It's humans that make me go, ugh. It's not the spirits that make that bother me.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I like cemeteries. Like, it's peaceful, Humans are the problem, not the ghost.
It's like cemeteries are like the library of the dead. It's where they go and they're like, shh, just walk around, have some fun, relax.
Oh, I like that.
Audio visual section over there. We've got the reception section over there. We've got the children's section over there.
Yeah, I mean, so many things changed in libraries because now everybody uses their mobile phones, and you're in, it's no longer that shh every 5 minutes, which I appreciate. Especially if there's kids section, kids are gonna run around.
Yeah,
I mean, you can tell them not to do that, but kids are kids.
They do. They take over. But speaking of libraries, we were talking about backstage the Harry Potter movies and the books. You're a big fan of the books. I've read the books, but I love the movies because I used to make movies. And
those are my books.
But the library, like when I inherit mysterious money from an ancestor I didn't know about, I'm totally getting a mini castle with the Harry Potter library and Dumbledore's office.
I'm gonna move in.
Because Dumbledore's
I'm gonna be the librarian. Can I be the librarian there?
Yes.
I can catalog all the books and just that would.
I need somebody though to be the caretaker. Was it Felch, Mr. Felch?
Yes.
No, students in the hallway. I need someone like him to be the groundskeeper. You can be the librarian. Maybe you could be walk around the halls with your.
I think Gerald would be good for a caretaker because he can be very strict. I kind of think so. Though Richie is a Slytherin, so.
Rich, yes.
I wouldn't.
Richie could be the caretaker.
Yeah.
Well,
he's a freaking Slytherin.
And then I'm thinking, well, we need like a McGonagall type of character to be like the mother.
Anybody
like the
want to apply? Hi, Diane.
Maybe Jackie.
Hi, everybody. I think we said hi to everyone. Yeah. So why were we talking about Eddie? I kind of forgot.
Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah,
Love
but why
him
we
for
were
in
talking about him?
Fantastical Beasts.
Yeah, but why were we talking about him?
Oh, because you said Johnny Depp was no longer going to be in
Yeah.
the Fantastical Beasts movie, and I said, and sorry to the Johnny Depp fans, but I said it doesn't bother me as long as
Oh
Eddie
yeah.
Redmayne
Okay.
is
Okay.
still
Okay.
in it.
Okay. Yeah. So you have your eye candy. I see. I see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind him being there. I'm just mad at Disney. So
Yeah, I think a lot of people are for different
yeah,
reasons.
because it's annoying that they are still going with the wrong conclusions. So he's a cutie patootie,
He is
exactly.
Eddie Redmayne is
Ooh, we can have Regina. Yes, perfect.
okay. Yeah.
Yes, I mean Richie's
I'd go
t-shirt,
for
but
it.
he's a Slytherin. So yeah, everybody in the chat and you, Tanji, as well. Who belongs to which house? I'm a Gryffindor. If it's surprising
Here's
anybody,
the thing.
you
I was
never did that.
always Gryffindor, but lately I've been Ravenclaw.
Oh, did
But
you do the
I wanna
official
make
one?
another house.
Did you do the official one? The test?
I think I did. I think I was Gryffindor.
Yeah,
But
cool.
that was years ago, and it's just my tastes have changed.
I mean,
And
I did the test twice separately, like a few years, and I was almost a Slytherin, but I'm a Gryffindor.
but you
Yeah, I
can
mean,
choose where
mm,
you really want to go.
yeah, I mean, sometimes you know what they want to know. Which
Yeah.
road are you taking? The dark and scary, or the very
I
bright
like
and
it all.
sunshiny?
I like it all. But I like the
I'm so dark.
balance. I
I'm
think
so.
Ravenclaw for me, I speak for me, gives me a little bit of both.
Oh
Gives me
yeah,
a bit of the Slytherin dark and the fun, upbeat um, adrenaline
and the
of Gryffindor.
smartness of yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I really just want to live in the room of requirements at the castle and just walk through everything like Gollum.
Yeah, I mean,
Migration.
we used to. I mean, used to. We are twins with Debbie, not just used to. That was an interesting Freudian slip because she's a Ravenclaw and I'm a Gryffindor, and we were like, that's the first thing that we're like not the same. So we're like, but
I, I
yeah,
just I binge watched all the movies again yesterday with a friend online, and I was like, every year I try to watch them, but I missed it last year, so I what we
I
watched
mean, I
them.
every year I reread the books, and I want to start with them because I always try to read them around Christmas because that just gives me
Yeah,
the Christmas feeling. So
yeah. I usually watch all the Harry Potter movies around Christmas, but last year I couldn't find they showed the last few on a platform I have, like on Netflix, but I couldn't find the first few. I used to have the DVDs. I've seen them a million times, but I forget
yeah, who cares?
stuff so easily, so it's like new for me.
I mean,
So
I still read them, even though I'm sometimes like, yeah, it's this, yeah, let's skip that one page because I'm like, yeah, I know what they're gonna do, but I just read them all and I love them all. And
there
it's
should
funny
be a
because,
choose your own adventure Harry
yeah,
Potter. Then we
oh,
can make our own like what if kind of scenario. Like maybe what if Harry belonged to Ravenclaw?
I mean, there are a lot of fan fictions around that type of, what
Right?
ifs, and I kind of it's quite interesting because I love your mug
Oh,
because.
thank you. Dollar store.
Every time I not every time, but as I grow and as I get older and wiser, hopefully, it just changes so much what I like in the book and who I like in the book.
Yeah.
Because my favorites used to be the trio. I've never been able to pick favorites besides the borough itself, the place where the Weasleys live.
Ministry.
That's my absolute favorite thing
Yeah.
ever. But lately, it's Luna. My current favorite character
Me
is
too.
Luna.
Luna and Hagrid.
Yeah, I love
And
Hagrid
then
too as
all the
well.
creatures, magical creatures in the forest.
Yeah,
Some
I mean,
horror.
the Testrals, they sound
They're
really cool.
they're all great. And then
Yeah.
I noticed watching it again for the umpteenth time, little things that I, didn't really pay attention to. It depends what I'm watching it on too. If I'm on bigger screen, I see more.
Yeah.
If I'm on a smaller screen, I focus more on something else. But Luna, when she found Harry, sorry, spoilers, in the, when he was all discombobulated after Draco kicked him and was covered in the
Oh
cloak.
yeah.
Luna found him. I've seen this movie a bajillion times, and it was the first time I saw, I forgot what they're called, not the Nargles, but the little things floating around Harry's head that Luna saw and knew that Harry was there.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
just
also
saw it
yeah.
for the first time yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's what she would see. Because I didn't see them before, because I was probably watching it on a smaller screen or something. I don't remember.
I mean, but like I said, I mean, I told you before that I'm not the fan of the movies, so I only watched the movies once, and I was already like, why did you do that? So I can't remember specifics like that.
I love the visual. I have to have visual. I want the Harry Potter cartoons.
It lives in my head.
I need both. I need the audio, visual, and the mental.
I mean, I can't listen to audiobooks because of that, because I can't pay attention to the story if someone else is telling it, because I have to have it. I have to have that voice in my head. Otherwise, I'm just like, what are we talking about? Let's go back. Like, what? So I'm like, yeah.
So what's your other series of books you like besides the Harry Potter series? Have you read The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but this white big one.
Yeah.
That's one edition.
Yeah.
And then there's 3 smaller ones. Those are the original. I can't say if they were first edition Hungarian ones, but I got it signed by the translator who was not prime. He was in Parliament at some point.
Okay.
He translated those books, and I have it signed. So I'm like very
nice.
I feel very special having those books.
Fancy. You get extra paper clips for that. Here you go.
Oh.
Nice.
Discworld, yes. I mean,
Discworld, love it. Terry Pratchett.
Terry Pratchett. I mean, if you look at this,
is my favorite character.
This shelf is Terry Pratchett.
Nice.
Because I'm only reading Terry Pratchett in Hungarian, so those are all the Hungarian. I mean, I'm behind with the few books, but yeah, I started reading him when I was like a teenager. So it's like 20 plus years now. And I just very much love him. And I was so sad when he died.
Yeah.
Because I knew that I'm going to run out of books at some point. And it just but I said no sad talk. So
you might get a posthumous release. I mean, some people do that. They know they're getting older or dying, and then they put something special away for like, on my 25th anniversary, release this. You never know.
I mean, he has that Long Earth series with I think that was Neil Gaiman. I think.
I don't know. I only know the Discworld stuff. Well, I have heard of some other of his stuff, but it goes in one.
That was a trilogy that they did together, and it was by the time that he was no, it was Stephen Baxter. Sorry. So it was shortly before he died. So they already worked on it. So that was. And my favorite character is Death.
Yeah, mine too. Love him.
In capitals, like that's the most brilliant things ever. I mean,
I love the series, the cartoon and the movies. I just love that.
Yeah, but there was one about Christmas. I never know the English ones because I only know the Hungarian titles. The Hog. Something Hog.
I don't remember.
There was this book, and they made a movie about it from it.
Well, they made the Discworld, and then the other one.
Maybe it's Father Christmas. Maybe that was what it's called.
I remember the trunk with all the feet. That was cool.
Oh yeah,
Austin was in that movie.
I can't remember. And that was one about the postal service. Oh,
yeah.
Father, yes. Oh
That's
yeah.
right.
Uh,
Hogfather. That's
yeah,
familiar.
and Good Omens was like brilliant, and I was just so worried when I heard it
Oh, I
was
love Good
Hogfather.
Omens. The
I
series
was
on
so
Amazon?
scared when they announced that it's gonna be a TV show, and I was like, if they screw
No,
this one up,
it's amazing.
and it's
It's
brilliant, I
amazing.
love it. Yes, I mean David Tennant
Right? Doctor Who.
and everything
But
else.
Michael, but it's okay.
The
I don't
chemistry
know
is
what's
perfect.
going on, but they need seasons 2, 3, and 4 now.
Yeah.
Because it was I was hooked. That and Carnival Row with
Yes,
Orlando
Carnival
Bloom.
Row was amazing, and I haven't heard about the second season, so I'm not sure if there's gonna be a
I
second season.
don't think there is. Don't quote
And I'm
me, but I
so
don't.
sad. Yeah, I think Corona killed the second season, which sucks because
Yeah,
they were so perfect. Like
the chemistry was
Claire
great. Well,
Delavigne and Orlando
every
Bloom, both of them are crushes of mine. So I'm like, I was very much enjoying them together, and the story was so cool, and the world was so cool. And I'm just so sad if it's never gonna happen a second season. I'm gonna be like, ah.
they can
But
always
yeah,
animate it. They can always do the CGI or animated because I wasn't into that until Disney Plus did the What If series with Marvel. And I'm like, oh, cartoons. But I was so into it. And I watched like all the episodes in like a few days. I was like, what?
yeah, I'm
That's
not really
incredible.
into animated stuff either. And
Give
yeah,
it
like I
to
said,
me.
I want Claire Delavigne and Orlando Bloom. So
I know Orlando
I want
Blooming.
the eye candy as well. I want the eye candy.
He's so good in it though. Carnival Row, Orlando
Ah,
Bloom.
that was the word. I was so jealous. Like I want to create a word that's as good as that.
Right? I love that.
Oh yeah, the song. Mm, 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 mm,
Nightingale
mm.
Song in Berkeley Square. I can't remember.
You have to
I watched
you
it when
have
it
to listen it back.
last year. Was it last year or two
No, I
years
think
ago?
it was before. Last year was
I
a black
know
hole.
right off, but my brain is like I don't differentiate if it was last week or 2 years ago.
2 years ago, I guess. Who cares? Time.
So
What
good
is that?
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's another series I have not yet seen. It's on Netflix. The Kid with the Horns. He's
Oh,
it's gonna bug me. Sweet.
let's Google.
Oh, what is it? It's
I mean, I can't remember if I added it to my watch list or not because I was just finishing Lucifer recently.
Lucifer. I haven't gotten into that.
Oh, how could you not? There's an
It's,
English devil. What more do you need?
isn't that
Sweet tooth.
calling
I
me?
think yeah, the sweet tooth is gonna be the one, right?
Sweet
20.
Tooth. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Regina. It was bugging me. That I am
What's your
saving.
What's your Netflix avatar, by the way?
Oh, mine's Darth Vader.
Mine is the Black Mirror smiley. This one.
Mine's Darth Vader because of ooh, cool.
That's the Black Mirror.
Oh, Riverdale's the other one that I absolutely love. Sabrina, Riverdale.
I mean, I didn't like Sabrina because I watched the original one, and this was like, what the fuck is this?
You didn't like
No, I was like, what are you doing? It's just sex, and I'm like, oh, I feel like boring. So no.
Lock and Key season 2. That's a great show. Lock and
Oh,
Key.
I've watched a few episodes,
Brilliant.
but I haven't had time to watch it.
Oh, girl.
I mean, I
You
usually
gotta watch
watch
it.
true crime shit and action things.
I'm all about the fantasy. Oh,
and
and then
Downton Abbey is on it as well now. So I'm like,
who?
Downton Abbey.
Oh, I haven't gotten into that. I'm not. Nah, not my thing.
Oh, that's a good one. Witcher is coming, which I cannot freaking wait.
Season 2, The Witcher.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that. Hello.
And the Umbrella Academy.
Henry, call me.
And he likes to play the games. I was so happy when I heard him that he's a gamer, and I was like,
he's
freaking
a
finally.
huge gamer. Yeah.
I mean, he's just like, he's getting better and better. Like every time he says something, I'm like, do tell more.
Girl, he could talk about garbage bags, and I would listen to him talk.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of people. I'm like, you're easy on the eyes.
Very.
Oh yeah, we talked about Lee Pace in Foundation.
The what?
You know the picture that I sent you, the screen cap with the emails. Lee Pace.
Oh yeah, I had a huge
Foundation.
crush on Lee Pace for years and years.
I mean, he was just magnificent in Lord of the Rings. Like,
I mean, can we just? Yeah.
Sorry if everybody is bored with this conversation, but I'm not.
But Lee Pace, to me, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I see Tom Hiddleston because I love Tom Hiddleston.
Oh yeah,
I think they should play brothers.
They should. I completely agree.
Because was it Crimson?
Yeah, Crimson Red. No, Crimson Pink. Crimson.
Yeah, and he's in that. He's so yummy in that movie. But I see him there.
He's not the best actor, though. I mean, I'm sorry to say. I mean, I do. Because I really didn't like Night Watch. Or was it? I think that
I saw, but I can't remember it.
I was so excited for that one because of this, the theme of the show, and then I was like, but he can't play. He's the main guy, and I wasn't seeing the character. I was seeing him.
Yeah.
And that's
you
not a
get
good
that
thing.
in some of his performances. I've noticed. I was just thinking about that. I was watching somebody and thinking, I'm not even seeing the actor, I'm seeing the character.
Yeah.
And I was so impressed, but I can't remember what it was. It was a man. I watched so much in the past year and a half, 2 years, that it's all a jumble. So that everything's mixed together into one story.
That's a new thing.
Like, remember that time Dumbledore, flew off the building and saved those people from the Transformers? You don't remember
that? Sorry. Now we all do remember.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you because I have a bag of chocolate here. Called Big Ben.
What's that? No, we don't have that here.
Yeah, it's German, and it's pretty much the lookalike version of M&M's.
Oh, okay.
But I like it. I like this more because it's crispier or harder. The sugar's shell on the chocolate. It has more in it, and it's cheaper. So that's my favorite.
Nice.
And I had my name day yesterday, and we celebrate name days here in Hungary.
Aww.
And I asked for 5 bags of those because I was like,
why only 5?
And I still have 4.
Okay,
which is like amazing. So I'm gonna eat this one. So what was your favorite candy when you grew up?
It was a lot. What wasn't my favorite? We had a store called The Wiz. I don't know if it's still open in Toronto, but it was run by a woman with her twins, girls.
Ooh.
And
the Weasley shop.
It was
like Weasley
looking back, I'm like, I've met characters in real life that are like my favorite characters from movies. But they had these aisles. You'd walk in. This is the 70s, okay? And you'd walk in, you'd grab a little bucket.
Oh yeah, and you shovel everything.
Yes, and they had shelves and like the whole store was just rows of candy, and it was like 1 penny, 5 penny, 25 cents, the things that are like $4 today Canadian.
Yeah, I know.
And I would come out with like $5 worth of stuff, and it was a lot back then. That was my allowance money, and they put it in the paper bags. But I loved when you would get hanging up above the cashier were these long rainbow licorice shoestrings. So it was like you have like a row of red, green, yellow, blue, draped. Like right there when you're paying, and you're like, before
I wanted one of those as well.
Standards of hygiene, whatever. Yeah, and so I would say, okay, give me $2, and you would pull it, and would just go on and on and on. And they were called shoestring licorice because you could literally put them in your shoes. They wouldn't last, but they were thin like noodles, and they were like 4 feet long. So I get $2 worth, and she would wrap them up and fold them in a brown paper bag. So when I opened the bag, I got home, have, my bicycle up the hill with my candies. I'm like, yes. Go home, sit on the porch, open up this bag and sniff it. And there's this rainbow licorice magic. And I would just stare at it and sniff it. And it would take me like a week to eat it. But it was it's not the candy itself. It's the experience.
Yeah, no.
Of how I got it, where it was.
It's different when you save up for it,
Right? All my chore money, washing cars and doing
whatever,
chores.
cutting grass or whatever, yeah.
Mom would give me the $5 and I'm like, candy brain. I'll see you in 20 minutes, Ma. And I'd be like down the hill on my bike, around the corner to the Whiz.
That sounds so freaking cool. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking that we didn't have those shops when I was growing up. They came in when movies opened because they sell these things. Even though I know, yeah, I mean, they are just horribly expensive, so I'm not buying anything because it's the movies. I'm like, popcorn, please.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just thinking about it, what was my favorite candy when I was growing up. And I remember that when I was like 3 years old or something, there was always traveling, carnivals.
Love those.
And yeah, and they used to sell these longer and bigger, elongated shaped, what is it called? I'm gonna Google the name because, hi Chris, I just blanked on the name suddenly, and I'm like, it's that type of sugar that
candy, the swirly candy, like the same coating you put on candy apples, but they would have them on a stick. Those kind.
Oh, we didn't have candy apples or stuff like that.
Oh no, caramel apples and candy apples and roasted chestnuts.
I never had those. Never had those. I don't know how they taste.
I mean, your dentist will hate you, but your taste buds will love you.
Yeah, I mean, what am I looking for? Oh yeah.
And Carnival Candy. Google Carnival Candy images, folks, and tell
no,
us.
it's Solitucore, which is like just glucose, I guess.
It is. It's all glucose.
Yeah, and they were kind of cheap, and they sold it in big brown paper bags. I mean, okay, they were not big, but I was like 3 years old, so
it was huge.
Right. Yeah, and my my mom got me a little bag with like 6 or 7 pieces of it.
There's like
those. We never had fancy stuff like that,
Oh. I mean, candy's candy.
Yeah, and I remember that I just loved the taste of it, and I loved that it was bigger than the normal ones. And more powdery.
Oh,
so I always felt like it's like some special stuff.
Do you remember Pixie Sticks? Basically, it's a straw with sugar in it. And you just and then it's like the sugar
it's,
in. Bling, bling,
yeah,
bling.
It's like these white.
We call those rockets. Rockets in Canada. Oh,
we call them. If you want to translate them directly, it's grape sugar. That's the Hungarian Solitucore. That's the Hungarian name. But I remember that those were my favorite things when the carnival came. I was like, I want to get those sugars.
So many treats. I mean, just the smell though at the carnival, like there's something in my brain.
Cotton candy.
Yes, and the sounds and the
it was
the Stephen King movie Thinner when he goes to the carnival with the gypsies.
I don't watch horror movies because I can't sleep. So,
I love them. I love them. They put me to sleep. I'm like, yeah, murderers and blood and gore.
I mean, I love thrillers, but I can't watch horror. I can't watch anything that's just jump scares and gory stuff. I don't care. No. If they're just cleanly murdering each other, then I'm fine. I love those.
If it's out and out. Well, like the what do you call it? Thrillers, suspense thrillers.
Yeah,
like mystery, like kind of mysteries. Who done it?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Right. Now there's deep fried. Yeah, I mean deep fried.
Deep fried cheesecake. Have you ever had that? That you'll go to heaven and back. That's
no. I wanna try the deep fried Mars bar.
I'm gonna pass on that.
Really?
Yeah, it's
We
not
don't
something
deep fry shit like that here. We only deep fry meat and vegetables. So
that's yeah.
nice to
And
eat burgers. Exactly. That's gonna be my name of one of the streams I'm gonna start.
I love that. Nice
Nice
meat
to eat burgers.
burgers.
Oh, that could be a book.
Ah,
Actually, let me make a note.
what did I have? Basically, deep fried ice cream and deep fried cheesecake. I don't think I had the deep
Hmm.
fried pickle, which I wanted to try, but they were sold out when I went to go get them.
The pickle.
Pickle, deep fried pickle. It's a big
Mhm.
thing in Canada. Well, in Ontario, it's common. Oh, the onions, the blooming onions, the deep fried. Excuse me, at a
Oh yeah.
carnival, the cut onion. It's massive, and then they cut it. It's like a deep fried onion. It looks like a bulb, like a lotus flower.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
It
mean,
took
they
me like
don't
3
do
days to eat it.
anything.
So good though.
But you know what I love when they fry potatoes in a way that they make it as a spiral, and they just pull it up, and you get it on a stick, and it's pretty
Really?
much this big, one potato, and it just goes like this, and then they fry it, and it's just amazing. It's like chips, pretty much.
Wow, I
I
have to
know.
try that. I could maybe make one, although I don't
It's
have.
not that hard because you can buy those vegetable cutter things that
Yeah,
can
and
do
you,
that. Yeah,
the,
yeah. And
the
then you
choice is it slices, it Julienne's.
exactly. And
Heck
then you
now, the
shove a
world of
stick
free
into
ice
it into the fryer.
cream.
Oh, I mean, I need to visit Scotland again. Another reason. Deep fried candy. Ooh.
Curly fry, yeah, but mine weren't
Yeah,
on the stick.
yeah, yeah. I think so. But
I never
it's
had it on the stick.
it's a whole potato, and it's cut in a very thin layers. I think I can, we can, because curly fries are just French fries curved, but mm, how do we even
Oh, like this. Okay, I've never had it on a stick. Whoops.
did you find it? Because I don't even know how to look for it.
I've never seen it on a stick before. So thank you for
Oh
introducing
yes,
us.
yes.
It's on
But
Amazon.
the ones that I've seen in Budapest, they are even more thinly cut, and they are longer.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
it's
like
like,
these.
yeah, and it's just one potato, and you pay a lot of money for it. It's a
It's
very smart. Yeah,
like
those are, yes,
literally chips on a stick.
yes, yeah. But
I'm
it's
getting
fun,
really hungry now. I
and you
do
can
have
do that with apples, I think.
I had a fried apple. I can't remember.
I mean, I usually we usually make homemade apple chips. Just put
I've
them in
had
the
apple chips,
dryer. Those
like
are so good.
dehydrated ones. I
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
really
yeah,
like
yeah.
those. And the apricots. I would like to get a dehydrator to do that.
Yeah, we have
Fruit.
them. We have it, and we use it, and I think it's really cool.
Deep fried candy bars are available
Mhm.
at the county fair. Three Musketeer bars, for example.
Oh, I mean,
I
we
like
don't really have county fairs here, so yeah.
we used to, but we don't.
Yeah, I mean, we used to have these carnivals and circus. I mean, the circus is still going around, but it's not as
Not as
fun anymore because people are used to, bigger and better things. So
well,
you
that's
can't
why I always
really
wanted to go see Cirque du Soleil because they don't use
see.
animals.
I want to go to.
And they're just, I mean, they're in Montreal, which is only like an hour away from me.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I don't think
they're
they ever
incredible.
visit. Maybe they visited Budapest once, but they usually just in Vienna. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't want to go to the next country.
Well, they do travel, but because of what's
Yeah,
going
but
on,
I don't think they ever came here, or maybe they were here once, but I couldn't go.
I still haven't seen. I've seen the tent. I've been at their grounds and walked by it when I would go
Oh, you
and
should go. I mean, I remember the one night when I was like 14 or something. I was just, flipping through the channels on TV, and they were showing a show from that, and
yeah,
I was like,
Cirque du
for the
Soleil
next hour, it
Alegria
was
is one of my
amazing.
favorites. There's so many though. I mean, it
Yeah,
blows your mind when you watch
yeah,
Cirque du Soleil
yeah.
perform on if you're watching it on a big screen, if you can.
It was just small regular TV, and I was still just like, what is this?
The costumes. I mean, you can taste and smell what you're seeing, the way they present
Yeah,
it with the music and the
yeah,
way
and it's just oh,
Oop.
yeah. And I have an ex friend whose cousin is in the Cirque du Soleil.
Oh,
He got he did the audition and he was hired. And I just thought it's really cool.
yeah.
He was hired, I think, when he was 14 or something. So it's like,
yeah, they're as far as I know, they're like, as far as I know, I speak for
yeah.
me, they are one of the best. I mean, if you're gonna run away and join the circus, it's Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
won't
They're
know.
runways.
But I love that they don't use animals and that the people are the animals,
Yeah.
or they have cutouts or animatronics or puppets.
Yeah.
It's a different world watching Cirque du Soleil. Hi, Renee. Hey,
How are you
everybody.
doing? So yeah, so favorite candies. Yeah. So what else?
And
What's one?
what would you
one?
never eat? What kind of like candy confection treat would you just not try? Like, I personally speak for me, I will never eat like live scorpions or insects.
Oh, I
on the
don't do
stick.
that.
I'm just
But
not.
those are not candy. Like
They're treats in like Asia and other parts
yeah,
of the
but
world. They're like
I'm not
treats.
from Asia, so I'm not gonna eat
I
that.
know. I would never eat anything alive.
I mean, I won't even drink the tequila if there's a worm.
Worm
Even though
in
I
it.
know that that's supposed to be a really good thing, but I'm like, I'm not drinking worm juice.
Don't swallow the worm. Didn't you see the movie Poltergeist? Or she? Okay, everybody
Oh,
knows.
that is
Don't swallow the worm.
no, thank you. So yeah, no. Yeah, but from the American candy is the candy corn that I don't want to, because I think it just tastes like sugar.
Yeah.
Because a lot of American, like I was so excited to try Hershey's. Hershey's
is really good.
No,
I mean, you can put it on anything.
Hershey's
S'mores?
is like bleh.
You don't like
You have to try Hungarian and German chocolate to
True.
know what chocolate actually is.
I used to have like
Hershey's is just
Lindor
like
chocolate and the Belgian chocolate. That's my favorite.
I mean, yeah, obviously Swiss and Belgium is another level, but Hungarian one is as well. It's really cool.
Okay, I'll try.
And even this one, this tastes so much better than Hershey's. I was so disappointed because finally I was like, oh, this is the one that everyone talks about. And I was like, what the?
And I know, because the standards are different. Well, I mean, European anything to me is better. It just is. I mean, European gourmet food, European chocolate.
Yeah, I mean, there are some countries who think that they
North
can
American.
But
if you just want like pink popcorn, if you just want like sugar in a bag.
I mean, but I there are a lot of really cool places in the US, for example, like New Orleans, that the cuisine is really just something that I would like to try. I mean, I don't know if Canada has something besides maple syrup.
Montreal, which is our European section of Canada, is Montreal.
Is there a typical Canadian like food or dish or something besides maple syrup? Because that's just
I don't like maple syrup. I just don't.
Same. I mean, I'm honey, all about honey.
Me too. Manuka honey. We have poutine, which is French fries smothered in cheese curds, smothered in gravy, smothered in cholesterol and artery clogging goodness. And then pizza. I don't eat hot dogs anymore, but there's some good.
I don't know what to share is.
Sausages and buns. I do love I'd say the fries. We have fry carts.
Fries.
French fry trucks that go by.
Oh.
And they stay in parking lots, and those French fry trucks in Canada.
I would love to try that.
I mean, the food that comes out of those carts, I don't even know what half the stuff's called, but it's so good. It's just usually potatoes and gravy and cheese and some meat stuff in there. I don't know. They sure and I'll say, I'll take a number 2 and a 3.
Yeah.
I eat it. It's so yummy. So basically, what do you call them? Not recess trucks. Craft truck?
Food trucks, I think.
Food truck. I
think food truck.
I love food truck food. I'm a food truck foodie. Yeah.
How is the cuisine in Bermuda? Bermuda? How do you say that in English?
Bermuda. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Bermuda.
I lived in Dominican Republic for 3 months back in 1989, 1990. and their food was really good. A lot of it, though, from what I remember, was just giant plates of fruit.
Oh,
Like I was
but that's
always
nice.
eating
So
fruit.
much healthier than my Big
A lot
Ben.
of fruit. Right? Yeah. And the pineapples tasted better there. And the mangoes
Yeah, I mean, when you get it in a place that it's
from the
actually
mountain.
growing,
Like right there. Yeah. Like growing outside the balcony
yeah,
where I was staying was
under the sun.
guava on my
Yeah.
balcony. I was like, oh my God, this is great.
I mean, that's why I love Spanish orange. It just tastes so much
Oh,
differently. It's just so much sweeter,
right?
and that's my favorite one.
And blood orange. That's my favorite citrus.
Oh, I mean, there are food trucks, and some sell Hungarian styled food, but they are mostly in American food style. So we have hot dogs food trucks and taco food trucks that I know about. But it's pretty much a new thing because it costs a lot of money to get the permit.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
not a lot of restaurants can afford to use them because they have to buy a permit in every district in the capital and then in every city. So it costs a lot of money to be able to sell stuff.
Wow.
Yeah,
They make it kind
unfortunately.
of difficult.
Oh, they made everything difficult.
Do you guys have buskers? Do you have people on the corner playing music and doing marionettes and stuff like that?
I mean, yeah, usually there are just people playing for money.
Yeah, buskers, we call
Yeah,
them.
and they play the violin. That's usually or the guitar and sing and stuff like that.
So you do have them though. So like
Yeah,
you could be walking down because I watch
not in
YouTube.
my town because I this is a small one, but in Budapest you can find them in the underground. Because
Oh,
there's a lot of tourists there.
it reminds me of the David Bowie Labyrinth song. Gotta get me underground,
Yeah,
underground. So there's underground buskers.
yeah.
Wow, I would love that. I would love to go through. uh I don't know where they do it, Italy, or I know Montreal used to do it, but like secret alleyways and tunnels and stuff where it's just all
Oh,
entertainers, buskers. They
oh.
have their marionettes at one, somebody's playing a violin in another, there's a tuba player down the hall.
I
I
don't
would
think we
love
have
that.
those, but who knows? Maybe there's a secret one I just don't know about.
Like busker tunnel. I love that.
Ellen, don't eat that. Then we don't want to kill your GP. And yeah, people go hungry in Hungary. Like I never
Ah,
heard the hungry Hungarian joke ever.
hungry Hungarian. So what is the main, free thing that you can do there that you just walk around and can enjoy? Is there like
Walk,
what?
walk.
Just walk? That's it?
Yeah,
That's all
I
you
mean,
guys got?
back then, museums and stuff used to have a lot of discounts, so people with student cards or whatever
Yeah.
they could go in for cheaper price, and there were some that were free, but
Mhm.
those days are long gone. So,
Yeah.
but it's only expensive for us who live here because our money and everything is just so shitty. But other people from other countries having a good old time because their money worth a lot here. So.
Yeah. Like the tourism though must be really good because I hear,
Used to be, but there's a lot of anti-gay and anti blah 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 racist beliefs.
oh,
So
that's not good. Oh.
yeah, I mean, unfortunately, our government, who is on in power for more than 10 plus years now, they are just shitty people. So yeah,
So do you have like planetariums and stuff? Like what
yeah,
I'm
we're gonna have
guessing.
a next one next year.
Oh, because if
But
I had the
yeah,
means, I would, be an eccentric person and, buy a town. I would. And the first thing I put in it would be a planetarium, a free one
yeah.
for to everybody to come in, sit in a luxury lounger and stare at the sky and the
I mean,
stars.
there's one close by to me, and I just Instagram just offered me the ad for the place recently, and they have a new show about what
Girl,
was it called?
if you can go to the planetarium,
Yeah, there was something like life outside or life on different planets or
life
something
on
like that.
Mars.
That was so cool.
Ooh, they don't have a planetarium around here. And I
I
don't
think
know if
that
there's
we
one
only had one. thing.
I wonder if there is one in Montreal. Not that I would go to it, and I can't get there because there's nowhere to get there. But when I was younger, I used to go to the museum, the ROM in Toronto, Royal Ontario
Oh,
Museum. Right next to it was the Planetarium. Take the subway to the mall. Like there were so many things to do.
yeah,
And now it's just, even prior to the pandemic, everything's specifically located in certain places. It's
yeah.
not like it used, like every town would have something. Now they just don't. Now the towns are like, well, we'll get rid of
Most
it
of
and
them are
put it
in
in
big
a
cities.
city.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I think every town should have some kind of version of a planetarium and a natural museum for
I have
free.
to Google the charcuterie. Is that how you say that?
Charcuterie. Yeah.
Charcuterie. Okay. I
So
don't
those,
know what
I
it
call them
means.
cheese plates. It's like a big wooden board. You put the pieces of meat, some grapes and cheese and
Oh,
crackers
we
on.
don't sell those. I don't think they sell them on markets, but we have a market every Saturday here where people sell their
Ooh,
homegrown vegetables and stuff like that. So
okay, that's good. You
yeah.
got a market, you got a planetarium. Girl, you're sad. You got buskers, underground secret buskers.
You should visit me. Like
I would love to send the spaceship because mine's floating above my house and won't go anywhere.
it's on top of your head already.
Oh, yes, it is. There's
Hmm.
Stonehenge. And my
Yeah, I
alien.
wish international travel wouldn't be so freaking expensive.
Yeah. I
It's just
mean,
so mean that you want to go to so many places and want to experience how other people live and meet other people, and you can't because it just costs so much money.
but
So
I'm glad though we can do it virtually. There's so many ways
yeah,
to try. Like people are, I love that people they go through it with the VR on, so they film it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah,
watch it. It's not the same, but it's very close and it's better than nothing
yeah.
to the experience of being there. Like, if you want to go on a roller coaster but want to stay at home, you go to the VR roller coaster, woo, or the markets and stuff. I saw the technology. I haven't tried it, but the VR
Yeah,
where you
me neither.
taste things and smell stuff and
Wow, that's
yeah.
cool. I
Uh,
mean, there's a wine tasting around here because there's a lot of wine region in Hungary. But I kind of want to go to a whiskey tasting tour because I saw that it's
wow.
available. And I'm like, I don't like whiskey.
Tasting? I don't think I've ever
But
heard of that.
I don't like wine either. So whiskey sounds cooler.
Wouldn't you, I mean, I know with wine you swish, you spit, but with whiskey,
I don't know what
after
you do with whiskey.
after 2 sips, wouldn't you be like, I'm
Yeah, exactly.
done?
Yeah, yeah, because I
I
have a
would.
friend. Yeah, I have a friend and she's very into whiskey and she knows her stuff. And she was like, "I'm gonna take you out and we're gonna go and try this and this whiskey because it's so much different than the other one." And we went and she bought me those and she was like, "So, what do you think?" And I was like, "Say it's the same awful shit." Like, I'm so sorry, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of, well, I mean, just the fact that all these things exist,
Yeah.
right? Whiskey tasting. That's the first I've heard of that.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting to have it here because whiskey is not made here. I wasn't like
Right?
aware.
Isn't it like in Tennessee? Isn't
Yeah,
that like
exactly. Or I don't even
Berkeley?
know Scotland or maybe where I don't even know where whiskey is from. Is it
I'm,
from
I'm not a whiskey drink.
US? I
I
have
just
no
know
idea.
like Tennessee whiskey and
Oh
Jack
yeah.
Daniels. It's in America.
Is Johnny Walker whiskey or is that something else?
Uh, Johnny
What is
Walker.
Johnny
I
Walker?
think it's whiskey. Don't quote me. I'm not a drinker.
Yeah, I mean, I just sometimes have tequila, but I haven't had more than a cider for years because I don't need alcohol to be me. So
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I just like I prefer the virgin drinks of stuff like the
ooh,
virgin margaritas, virgin
yeah.
daiquiris.
I mean, I love cocktails because you can't taste the alcohol. That's why I love cocktails,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I mean, I can drink if I want. I just not. It just
Oh,
makes me tired, and I want to go to sleep. So I might
yeah,
as well have the virgin
same,
version.
same. I just get sleepy and I get depressed. So what's the point? I mean, I spent my 33rd birthday pretty much depressed and just like because
Oh
I was
no.
drinking.
Oh no.
Because it's a big number, and I was like,
That's an
Jesus
astronomical.
did so much when he was saying
Right?
anything. Like what we shouldn't do because that was Jesus. So
Yeah, but who knows what they drank back then? And it was like 80 proof. It was
I
all
hope so.
pure, right?
I mean, I hope he had a good old time. Like
Hmm.
he deserved it. All the
Yeah.
shit he went through.
Right? Hope he lived well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the food.
My throat chakra is closing.
Oh no. Send you healing.
I could mute myself, but why would I do that? Oh, thank
That's
you
the
so much.
Labyrinth. You know the movie Labyrinth?
I watched it.
The worm?
I think
Don't
last
go
year.
that way. Never go that way.
That worm was cute, but not very
This one's called a nightmare fuel version worm.
Ooh.
It's a face only a mother could love. It's a little.
Aw.
It's still. He's got
Is
a
it
little
sparkly? Or
sparkly.
just the camera?
No, he's just fluffed.
Just soft.
I
Cool.
made a clay version, which I think came out better than that. But
Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, I knew what it was, so. And I was kind of late with the Labyrinth party because I watched it now, and now a story with such an older guy and a young girl. It's just like, yeah, you
he's
couldn't do
the
that.
Goblin King. He's
I know.
immortal. It's David
but
Bowie.
still,
It's
I
okay.
know. And
Only
I was
because
kind of
it's David Bowie.
distracted. I was kind of distracted, because his pants were like,
Right?
okay, I can see everything, even though I don't wanna.
I mean, it's David Bowie. I'm not going to complain. But back then in the 80s, that was the thing, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, I can understand why it's such a cult movie.
Yeah.
But I was late to the party with this one, so.
Yeah. Different
Scotch
times.
whiskey and bourbon.
Is it the bourbon?
Bourbon is a pirate drink, isn't it? Like sounds like, I know it's rum, but to me, bourbon sounds like pirates would drink it as well.
Right? Come and have you bourbon or she?
Yeah, bourbon and rum for the pirates.
Pirate homage on. Okay. Here's my pirate.
Ooh.
Come ye aboard and have ye bourbon.
Are you gonna dress up for Halloween? I mean, I'm assuming.
Of course I am. Hello,
Yeah,
do you even know me?
I was like, why do I even ask?
Monday.
I should ask. What will you be wearing?
I got lots of wigs. I got costumes. I've got everything.
Yeah, because I can imagine that you dressed up for a lot of things already. So
yeah,
it's
like a theater props and costume section in my
I can imagine.
So I got the 30th at 9 p.m. Eastern time at Lady Night of Avalon, Maria's channel, with Gerald and me and her doing Halloween readings and stuff at 9 p.m. And is that? I don't think I have anything else scheduled. Oh, Roman will be doing pop-up live concert.
Oh, cool.
That's a spontaneous thing.
Hope I'm gonna be up because time zones and stuff.
Yeah. Well, she might do a daytime one, and then the week later a nighttime one.
Oh, I see.
Who knows? I never know with Roman.
I mean, with Roman, we just don't know. But I know that Scott's birthday stream is on the 31st. I'm like,
Scott's birthday's coming up on Halloween.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Exactly.
And you've got, what do you have Halloween stuff going on? You have a live.
Yeah, I have a live on the 29th, the Friday.
Oh, next week.
Next Friday.
We're the 22nd already of October 2021.
My sister's birthday today. Woohoo!
Your sister's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, well, happy birthday to Orshi's sister on a giant telephone.
Cool. Very, very cool. I'm going to forward your wishes.
Happy birthday, Orshi's sister. Don't go that way. Never go that way.
I didn't know that the worm lived with you. Like, I should have known. obviously. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna have hopefully fun. I mean, I think it's fun. I mean, there's gonna be hopefully the five of us, but I didn't want to list everyone who's gonna be a guest because life can happen. But I'm gonna add them in the description before. Hi Zane, just in time to say goodbye soon. But yeah, we're gonna have like spooky stories and Halloween trivia, and just having fun and talk shit. Pretty much this just on around Halloween time.
On a spookier level. Yeah.
Yes.
Stay tuned. Thanks for having me, though, Archie. This was fabulous.
Thank you for being here.
For Paperclips and Lollipops. And
yes, and everybody is invited for just for an hour of talking, like whatever. I really enjoyed our talk, and I think we know each other better now.
Yes.
And that's the point.
Coming on.
Okay, so yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, pull a charm for everyone.
Oh, okay. I had to switch. The cauldron was too heavy, so I put it in a spooky bucket. Here's a charm for everybody collectively. Watch your ears. Tell me when to stop, Orshi.
Okay. Now.
Ooh, magical fish. It's a soft fish.
Ooh.
It's the wish fish. So
swish.
Make a positive wish and then let it go to the universe and it'll come true.
Oh, I like that.
Time. Yeah, because it's a gentle. This was my other son's little. I don't know why, but it was his baby toy. But it was attached to something, so I pulled it off.
Yeah.
So sweetness, innocence, newness, fun. Make a positive wish, let it go, and just keep swimming. What do? You swim. Don't give up.
Cool. Thank you so much. That's a perfect ending. Yeah, let's wave awkwardly until I click the button. So
bye, everybody.
Bye.